plastic there. This is about a 5.5-hour print. It's the front plate of the LCD 12864, suppose I know. It's hard to tell when it first starts printing and you're not sure which file you selected. I've gone back to using my 2-in-1 fan shroud without a LED ring. I did try doing an LED ring on a similar fan shroud to this, but the LED ring was far too bright. It was like washing out the video, far too bright. It was quite low down and very close to where the print would be. So I've gone back to my old 2-in-1 fan shroud. Here's the link. Actually there's a link on there to the LED ring version, but as I say, the LED ring version is far too bright. Right, I have to watch this after there was a bit of muck up with the previous print because of that sort of fan shroud I had on. It banged into the threaded rod and the fan shroud came off and there was problems. This looks a bit low really. I might even stop it. I'm thinking about stopping this and restarting it, changing the Z probe height. It's squishing down alright. Oh yeah, it is now squishing down. As I say, it's about a 5-hour print, 5.5 hours, if it's the right file that is. So I will be obviously chopping quite a bit of this video out. It doesn't look too good, that, to be honest with you, especially this part here, but this looks a bit raised, this bit of plastic over here on the bed. Right, I've raised the Z probe height on this print, so we'll have to see how this one goes. No plastic getting laid yet. The feed is turning. It can take a bit before the plastic actually starts, well, it seems to start getting stuck onto the bed, coming out and sticking onto the bed. That's normal. Well, for my print it's normal. Straight away that looks better to me. I am not an expert. A lot of the time I just fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. Knowledgeable guesswork, etc, etc. Yeah, I think that looks better. Not perfect, but I think this might be worth leaving. to me, so far as I can tell. It's pretty flat like still. Probably could do with raising a bit more even on the Z probe height there. Just move this other light a bit. Back to normal speed on the video, 25 minutes into this print. It looks okay actually. I just want to turn one of the lights out. I think it's glaring a bit there. Yep, this is the front plate for the LCD 12864. This is another iteration. The main iteration with this, if I've got the right file, is to make the standoffs that support the actually PCB board of the LCD 12864, whatever it is. Make them a bit beefier basically, make them a bit stronger, because when I was screwing in the previous iteration, one of them broke off actually, just at the top. So the three big holes, one for the control knob, one will have a grid on it, doesn't start the grid yet but will do, that's for the speaker, one for the reset button, and there is another hole over there for adjusting the contrast. Obviously the big square rectangular hole is for the display. Okay, I'm going to put back on time lapse just now. It is a 5 hour, well about 5.5 hour print. We're half an hour into this print, so look at the time, nearly enough half an hour into this print already, so another 5 hours or so yet. And that is on 0.2 lathes. On 0.1 it'll be a lot longer than that, a lot longer. Okay, let's get back on the time lapse. Normal speed on the video, it's just over 1 hour, and you'll probably see the grid for the buzzer there. Let me just be able to make it out when the head gets out the way. As I can tell, it looks okay after initial problems because of having to stop the printer earlier when I had the other fan shroud on that banged into the threaded rod on the right. Had to pause the printer and restart it, and caused a lot of problems with my filament drive. It was clicking and such like. Now I've had to re-level, well, not re-level, but reset the Z4 pipe. I think it possibly could do being just a tad higher than what I've got it. Just ignore that LED, that's to tell me about the bed temperature, but whenever I put any more than one of my big LEDs on, 20 watt LEDs on, it goes funny, very odd, because it's on a separate power supply, so why should it behave odd? Okay, I'm going to pause the video for about an hour, then I'll come back. 2 hours 7 minutes. 2 hours 7 minutes. So you're catching one of the LEDs there. Normal speed on the video, 3 hours 20 minutes. Yeah, the standoffs for the PCB look like they've got a bit more meat on them. One thing I think I found is that, and I'm not going to say 100%, that even those standoffs for the PCB use infill, so they're not solid. It's a pity, I don't know if there's any software can do it, it's a pity that you can't make certain parts of the model solid and other parts maybe not solid. This is 0.2 layer height in Cura. So far as I'm concerned, not much difference from 0.1, except that if you do 0.2 it saves, well, you know, it's like chopping the time in half. It's much quicker. Five hours 23 minutes, and yes, it's certainly doing the edge now. The edge in there, closing, so that goes out of focus a bit. Closing the edge, or the infill that was on this edge in. Put the top layers on. There we are, it's finished. So as far as the camera there, I'm going to leave it on the bed for a good half hour, well, probably many hours actually, to allow the bed to cool. before I even think about taking this off the bed. Okay, it looks pretty good. Right, it's been a significant number of hours because it was getting late last night and I went to bed and left it. I just want to show you the previous iteration. Might be hard to tell actually, but was this, these standoffs, that when I screwed the bolt in this one, like the top, it's cracked off, the top piece came on here because it can be very iffy, and you can probably see that it's like a double ring because there is a gap. So to me it's put an infill in there. Anyway, I've made this one a bit bigger in diameter. Don't know, let's turn it that way. See how far away that is from the corner there. This is almost touching the corner, but if this got infill it could be still problematic. So that was the main improvement with this iteration. Oh yeah, I cut a little bit out the corners as well, because when putting a bolt in, the head of the bolt was catching on the corner there. I think this is the Z probe height issue. I need to probably raise it a bit. Very unusual that. It's almost like the skirt was printed somehow crazy. I think that should just pull off. Oh yeah, just a second, let me get this other one back. So I believe this one at the bottom was 0.1 layer height, this one. And this is 0.2, the top one. This prints twice as fast, near enough. You can compare the difference there. I think those bits of plastic will just pull off. So this is for the SD card, makes it a bit easier. Well, hopefully I haven't tried this, so I have to see how well everything fits. I think it should fit reasonably well. Yeah, those bits just pull off by hand. So it seems very smooth here, but a bit of a like line down here.